Here's a great look at an unmistakable venue. Welcome to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go from LA. Darius Davis to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
Straight to the air they go. Into the hands of Conklin. This one up to about the 27-yard line. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 3rd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
At his best, Bo Nix is a point guard facilitating an offense, getting that ball in and out of his hands as quickly as possible, but don't you dare sleep on his legs, because he will hurt you with his athleticism too. And oh, by the way, did I mention a maturity well beyond his years?
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Finds a seam. Left side is off to the races. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chargers get their offense set for their second drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Herbert on first down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it. Once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 48. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Herbert again. Searching. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
J.K. Scott on the punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their second drive of the game. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. Tackle made right around the 26. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First down, Broncos.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. It's the Broncos out in front. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got 2nd and 5. From the 31. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the Chargers' 23-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He's got Sutton complete. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos pull out in front further, 13-zip. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Chargers, nothing.
Go 0 to 100 real quick. Whole squad on that rail. 0 to 100 real quick.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. It's the Chargers with 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They motion the slot man right. 2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Herbert from the gun. That's caught for the first. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
The 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Herbert throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. Just feel their creativity. Right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact that time with a sack.
Throwing the out route complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That one's complete, right side. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. Chargers get their first points of this game just before halftime. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers chunk the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Back to throw it. He puts some air under this one, deep right. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half.
Their own 26-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. A give to Dobbins to start the third. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Running it again with Dobbins. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Nix from the gun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, okay, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Harris, the ball carrier, taken down at the 41. It's a pickup.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 41. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
3rd and just 2 to go. Looking to throw. He had it for a but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He finds it beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
He's so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Into the left side, and Johnston has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down and goal to go.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now trail by just a point in the 4th. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this 2nd half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Broncos don't want to see this one go to overtime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He throws a bullet to the He's got it deep downfield. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 38 out of the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Here he is to throw. They're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Dobbins. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Mims with the grab. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. And he sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Throwing now. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Here comes Will Lutz, a lot riding on this field goal try. It's 44 yards here from the left half. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So it's a win for the Broncos. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.